Hey brothers, what's good? Out here getting in a bike ride, getting in some vitamin D. You know how we do it. So anyways, big W last night for Jon Jones. For those of you who don't watch UFC, he's basically like I've always said, the Michael Jordan of UFC fighting, of MMA. So anyways, a couple weeks ago, me and my family were out in Vegas. We were getting all checked into our room at Resort World, and boom, right, who walks right past me is Jon Jones. And anyways, my dad, he went up to him first, and I was about 30-40 feet away, just kind of leaning against this pillar with my wife, with Bree. And my dad, I could see him, he starts talking to him, and then I'm kind of like snooping, I'm looking, I'm like, oh, like what's he saying to him? And so yeah, my dad shakes his hand, they're talking, and then my dad points over at me, and I'm sitting there looking like a creep, and I look down instantly. I'm like, oh shoot, you know, trying to play it cool, just looking around. And then all of a sudden, Johnny, he looks at me, and he just starts walking straight towards me, just kind of like marching straight towards me. And I'm like, oh shoot, dude, this is crazy. And all of a sudden I go, hey, Jon Jones, what's up, bro? And he puts out his fist like this, and I see these big old knuckles coming at me, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, yo, this is the same fist that just be lighting dudes up, that just be taking fools out in the ring. Anyways, he goes, hey, what's up, bro? He's like, your dad's a real one. And he gave me a fist bump, and my wife Bree a fist bump. And that was it. It was pretty short, but it was cool, man, just getting to meet him. My favorite fighter of all time. I've been following him, and that's what my dad told him too. He's like, hey, we've been following you since the beginning of your career. And so yeah, it was just cool. And then obviously last night we about the fight, Jon Jones just he did it again. I mean, this is just what he does, and he absolutely dominated the ring. If you missed it, yeah, it was a good one. But anyways, you know, it was cool because at the end of the fight, what did he do? He gave all glory and praise to Jesus Christ. And you know, I was just thinking about us men here and what we can kind of take from this epic just showdown last night. And you know, the cool thing about Jon Jones, I feel like, is he ain't out here trying to impress anybody. It's actually funny because if you notice him, his kind of physique now versus when he first came in to UFC, he's in a little bit different shape, right? He's just a lot bigger. He's holding a lot of excess body fat because he's in a whole different division now, right? He's got this tummy that kind of hangs over a little bit. I was thinking for us men, you know, it's like we need to kind of, when it comes to our life, bro, we need to learn how to just let our gut hang out, right? Kind of metaphorically is what I'm trying to say here. Most guys, whether they step into the ring or they show up at the beach and they take their shirts off, what do? We tend to want to flex our abs and kind of show off. And a guy like Jon Jones just steps in the ring, lets it all hang out, does what he needs to do, and then gives all glory to King Jesus, right? And I thought that was just pretty, I don't know, I look up to that dude, and I think we could take a little something from that. When it comes to our lives, man, we don't need to prove anything to anybody. We don't need to convince anybody of anything, of how great we are. And how most guys will step into the rings all tight. Even if you watched his opponent step into the ring versus when he stepped into the ring, it was just a whole different energy. His opponent came in there stiff and just attitude and just very, very intense. You know, and there's a time and place for that, don't get me wrong. But when Jon Jones came in there, he was just like, when he was walking into the ring, he was just kind of smiling, a little smirk on his face, gut just hanging, just very loose, right? And there's that looseness we as men need to embrace as well, especially as men of God, bro. Like, our source of power doesn't come from what we do and how we perform in the gym and our PRs. No, our source of power comes from God, you know? And that's why whenever, in the times where we feel weak, we get to actually boast in our weakness. We get to give glory to him, because when we are weak, he is strong. And with that knowledge, with that information, knowing that we rely on his source of power, that can allow us to kind of relax. That can allow us to kind of let our gut hang and just a little smirk on our face as we go about life through the ups and downs. And no matter how bad life gets, you know, we can still walk into that octagon. We can still walk into that ring of life, and just let our guts hang, keep our energy in our nuts, have a little smile on your face, look around, and just stay loose. And at the end of the day, whether we get the victory or not, we give all glory and praise to Jesus Christ. That's our purpose, bro. A lot of you guys are out here You know, you wake up every morning so anxious, so fearful, so just all wound up, all tight, right? When you need to just relax and know God's got everything under control and just give him the glory, give him the praise. That's our purpose as men. A lot of men don't know that. They're trying to figure out their purpose every day, and they're so confused, and they don't realize your only purpose, bro, is just to give God all the glory and all the credit. And that's it. Through whatever you're doing in that season of your life. You do that, bro, and watch how God starts to unfold his plans for you in your life. It's an absolute game changer, bro. Really, honestly. When you just learn how to relax, lean on, not your own understanding, but lean on God and his understanding. And, man, you know, it says in the Bible that without faith, it's impossible to please God. So have the faith. Know God's going to take care of things, bro. Give him all the glory and all the credit while you're going about life. And watch how he set your path straight. So, hey, appreciate you. Talk to you on the next one.